morning, 你好. Welcome to Blockchain and Lindy Chen channel. My name is Lindy Chen. I'm very excited to be here and share my insight about blockchain with you. In the last video, I shared with you a summary of developing trust in blockchain transaction. In this video, I will share with you evaluate the potential application of a smart contract in a decentralized peer-to-peer network. At its basic form, a smart contract is code that will activate an agreement between two or more parties, which is stored on each node in a distributed ledger network. It is important to understand that the term contract may be misleading, as yet it is not a contract in the true legal sense, which can lead to some confusion. Within distributed ledger, smart contracts are typically event-driven and machine-readable code instructions on blockchain nodes, which execute the specific terms and conditions agreed between parties. They embed agreed business logic in code. Smart contracts will automatically execute an if-then construct to activate and enable the terms and conditions of the agreement. This occurs through multiple nodes in a network without the need for any specified trusted organization, central authority or server. It is this autonomous characteristic that is enabling further smart contract functional automation and use cases that is driving the expansion of the DAO, decentralized autonomous organization, connecting to Internet of Things devices. The DAO can execute smart contracts without human intervention. Application of smart contracts. Smart contracts have a broad range of applications. They can be applied to almost anything that changes its state over a given time, so are therefore ideal for animating and interacting with devices on the Internet of Things, real-world assets, and financial instruments. Their application is limited only by the creator who creates them. You can use smart contracts for all manners of situations that could range from rights breach prevention, executing property law, credit enforcement, activating financial services, enabling legal processes, and crowdfunding agreement. It really depends on the value proposition that your business model is charged with delivering. Let's look at some typical uses for smart contracts. Financial transaction. For example, smart contracts can administer auctions without the need for third-party intermediary to enforce the rules of the auction. They can identify the highest bidder, complete the financial transaction, and award the auction item automatically, and return all other bidders' money at the same time. Property transaction. Assets can be traded without the need for third-party intermediary to enforce the rules of the transaction. Once the agreed conditions of the transaction have been met, ownership of the asset is transferred to the buyer and the corresponding value transferred to the seller simultaneously, and the transaction is recorded in the block as an immutable record. Credit enforcement. A smart contract could activate the suspension of your credit card account if you fall behind on your monthly payment. Access can be automatically resumed once the account is up to date. The terms of default and resumption are rules contained within a smart contract. The history resides permanently within the blockchain as an immutable record. Breach prevention. Smart contracts can be used to facilitate digital rights management. For example, preventing unauthorized use of music and video content protected by copyright. Every time the content is used for commercial purpose, the owners of the copyright automatically receive a royalty payment. Oracle data. Many enterprise transactions rely heavily on inputs of data that can be relied upon as the truth in terms of integrity. Oracles obtain information from numerous sources, analyze and store it as a source of data for smart contract to access. The above is most certainly not a definite list, but should provide you with some insights into how a smart contract could be used. Evaluating potential application of a smart contract. A smart contract permits all stakeholders to process and validate contractual rules via the logic and consensus mechanism within the blockchain network. When evaluating potential application of smart contracts, there are a number of characteristics that should be considered in the context of the specific use case. Consider these questions when evaluating the application of a smart contract. Is there a requirement or benefit in representing contractual trust relationships in computer code, machine readable, based on predefined logic? Does the application ecosystem use distributed ledger architecture with participating nodes running logic in parallel and then committing changes? Is there benefit in self-verifying data and self-executing processes with a high degree of resistance to tampering? Is there a benefit in transforming legal obligations into an automated workflow? Is there a requirement or desire to reduce the transaction cost? Is there a benefit or requirement to limit or replace the need for trusted intermediaries? Is there a benefit or requirement to reconcile the outcome of the agreement before the result data is stored rather than after, confirm as you go versus confirm after the fact? Is there a benefit or requirement for no single source of control of the smart contract? Is there a benefit or requirement for greater transparency? Use case. So we can see here there is a smart contract simple to complex. From myself, the team at China Direct Sourcing, the team at Friesen Technology, and the team at Blockchain Collective. Thank you for watching this video series. If you like what you see and hear and want to know more about it, please subscribe our channel and contact us. Good luck with your blockchain learning journey. Enjoy the program.